Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay, so I'm making sure that we're live across all the platforms. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am so excited to be here with you guys on tonight. On tonight. Yes, that's what I said. On tonight. And I want to make sure that we are showing up live in all the places over on Instagram, YouTube, across the Facebook channels, in the page, and in the group. So, listen, I want to talk to you on this Money Mindset Monday about your journey. I want to talk to you about your journey because I want to start off by saying this: your journey belongs to you and you alone. There's no need to compare yourself, your results, where you are, how fast you're moving, how slow you're moving. None of that needs to be compared to anyone else. Do you want to know why? Because God created us all differently. So nobody's journey is going to be exactly the same. When you start your journey, and you may be in a group setting, your journey is not going to be like the people who have been there long before you came. And I'm going to get to why I'm discussing this tonight, because that wasn't tonight's topic. That was not tonight's topic, but I felt the need to pivot. We have to shift when things come up because I have somebody watching, and I wanted to make sure she was here because she said something to me, and I'm going to share that in a minute. I'm going to share that in a moment. But before I do, I got a couple of house cleaning items that I need to take care of. So first of all, allow me to introduce myself. I am the Nicole Johnson, founder of Wealthy Women Lifestyle, where I teach women to define and achieve their goal of financial freedom so that they can begin to live life on their own terms. And I want to thank all of the new members who are over there in the Wealthy Women Lifestyle Facebook community group. And if you're looking for a home where you can join with like-minded individuals on your personal journey, your journey for financial health and wealth, I want you to join us in this group. And the community is not just for women. I had a bunch of guys join on today, and several of them reached out like, why you invite me to this women's group? Let me tell you why. Men, this information is for you too. This information is for you too, but it's also for you to utilize for yourself, but also because there's a woman in your life, whether it be your wife, your girlfriend, partner, significant other, your daughter, your niece, somebody in your life is of the female persuasion. And if we don't get this information to them, they're never going to get it. So, and I like to get feedback from the men in the community because they give a perspective that I'm not able to give. You know, I'm all woman. Okay, let's be clear about that. I'm all woman. So I appreciate the feedback that is given from the men, because they got something to say too. They got something to say too. So I'm glad to have you here. Number two, what I also want you to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the actual YouTube channel. Okay, right now I am partnered with the Brownstone Worldwide Cityscape Radio, founded by the your girl Paulette, founding member of Arrested Development. And it is so good to be a part of her community and the founder circle with all the other air personalities right here on the Brownstone Worldwide and Cityscape Radio. And also, for those of you who are subscribing to the Wealthy Women Lifestyle, um, whether it be the YouTube channel, the community group, or both, I am glad to have you here because your participation gives me the fuel. I reach out and say, hey, what is it that you're looking to learn? What is it that you're struggling with? And because of your feedback, it helps me keep the topics relevant to you. Okay, so I actually have a Wealthy Women Lifestyle Tribe, and that is for my VIP members. Okay. And we get together once a month. Okay. And there's no time limit on how long. Hey, Miss Mitchell, how are you? Welcome to the party tonight. We get together once a month, but they have their private communication channel in which they talk to me directly. All right. And then questions come in at 4:30 in the morning when they thought about it. Sometimes it's 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, okay, all right. I love y'all, but settle down. But they get it in. And so one of my VIP members, and let me tell you, this community is safe. Okay. I am very big on creating a safe space for all of the members so that when they have a problem, when they have a concern, when they have an issue, when they need assistance, they have no problem stepping forward and say, hey, I need help, because that is why I'm here. Okay. I am determined to be to my community what I needed when I was sitting in their shoes. And now that I've got the education, I've got the credentials, I've got the experience, I've got the certification, I've got the knowledge, I've got the wisdom and the understanding of a whole lot of things that they don't have. My responsibility is to turn around and provide education to them. Okay. That is my responsibility. And I take that very seriously. So, this particular member, and they know I will tell all their business, right? I will tell all their business. I will not tell their identity. I will not tell their identity because their circumstance belongs to someone else. Okay. The difference may be is that they're getting a solution and someone else who's out there sitting there feeling like they're all alone. They're on this journey by themselves, right? And this particular member said, I feel lost. I'm looking at some of the other ladies' responses to your questions, their homework assignments, um, the amount of money that they're saving in the course of a month, whatever their results are. And she's feeling left behind, right? She's feeling left behind. And I told her, I said, I left her a message and I told her specifically that this message was for her, but tonight's show was to fuel her mindset. Okay. They all know that I am so big on mindset first, because what you think is how you act, how you behave, how you perform, right? I always use this example when we were growing up and we were going somewhere. Mama said, when you get to so and so house, don't touch nothing, don't ask for nothing. If they offer it to you, you better say no. Okay? You going in the store, don't touch nothing, don't ask for nothing. You wait till you get home. Mama was preparing us to know, see ourselves where we were going. We going to the store. We going to Miss Adelaide house. You know how to act when you get to Miss Adelaide house because you already seeing yourself there because mama done told you what to do. So how you think, how you see yourself is detrimental when you are comparing yourself to other people's journeys. And I mean that with all of my heart. And I say it with all of my heart because there's somebody somewhere who has not even taken the first step that you have, recognizing that you need a community to get to your goal. You have taken the first step because you recognize you need community support, you need encouragement, you need accountability, you need some guidance, you need direction. And you've taken the step to invest in yourself. There's some people who have yet to do that. Some people are still functioning in their dysfunction and they still mucking up whatever it is they're touching, doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for different results. We're not going to claim what it is, but we know what it is. Okay. Kimberlyn, does that make sense? Kimberlyn's here with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining. Does that make sense? And so, what I wanted this lady to understand is that you're looking at people who have been with me for 5 years. You're looking at people who consistently had to be their coattail pulled by me to change their relationship with their money. So somebody's been with me a year, but when she came to me, she wasn't saving. She was paying her bills on time, but she was not saving. But she was so overextended, she wasn't buying her medication. She was not buying her medicine. And that was an utmost priority from day one. Cut this, do this, do this. We're going to restructure and get a strategy in place because I expect within the next 5 days you done pay for this medicine. Now, medicine is paid for on a regular basis. Bonuses are coming in. Bonuses have a destination, and she stay on a cruise. That child stay on a cruise. Okay? But it came with structure that she needed because when she got here, she wasn't doing it. I have a nursing student. When she came to me, she wasn't saving at all. Now, on a regular basis, here up until the end of December, when she became a homeowner, every paycheck she put away savings, they had a comma in it. But she's been, her daughter is 13. She's been with me since that baby was 6 or 7. She was doing this when she first got here, and this young lady is brand new. So I want her, when she hears this message, to understand your journey is yours. You don't walk in as an expert. I'm the expert. I'm the one that's going to get you there. I need you to simply extend yourself some grace. And this goes for all of you. Extend yourself an amount of grace that's needed until you get to the finish line. And I promise you, once you get to that finish line, that's just the finish line on that goal or that set of goals. The reason that these ladies have been with me for so long is once they reach that first goal and they chest swell up and they be, oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. Okay, now what's the next goal? See, we don't stop at that level. That's just the first part. That is the aha, that's the aha moment. Now, how do we stretch? Right? How do we stretch? How do we move forward? How do I go from saving $500 a paycheck to now saving $1,000 a paycheck? To now putting away $1,500 a paycheck? To now, you know what? Something has occurred in my life, and I buy a house, and now I got to file bankruptcy to keep the house, and they give me a 5-year plan, but my coach said 5 years for $72,000 is not going to happen, and we get that paid off in 15 months. $72,000 in the bankruptcy plan paid off in 15 months. But she would not have been able to do that when she first came to me, because she lacked structure, she lacked guidance, she lacked discipline. Okay? And I want you to extend to you the level of grace that's needed to get until you get to where you need to go. I want somebody in the audience to say that makes sense. You need it to make sense for you. Because if you spend your time comparing your journey to someone else's, you will continue to feel lost. You will continue to feel like you don't measure up. Let me go back to what we normally do inside of the Wealthy Women Lifestyle community. Kimberly, you know this well. When you come into the community room, you must acknowledge that you are a what, Kimberlyn? I'm going to give you a second to put that in the chat for the people. This is something that they have to do, because I know that women, women, ladies, you are wearing so many darn hats that you are not told on a regular basis that you are a masterpiece. Don't nobody tell you that. You don't even tell yourself that. Do you? Do you? You don't. You don't. But I'm here to tell you, a masterpiece is not without defects, imperfections, whatever. It's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But guess what? It just simply means that there's room for you to grow. That's all. You've done well getting by. But now that you want something better, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. It means that it's time for you to grow. It is time for you to grow. That's all. And your journey is just that. It took me February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 17 months to go from a lender telling me I would never be a homeowner to getting my keys and my garage door opener. 17 months to clean up years worth of bad decisions. But that 17-month period was filled with determination and discipline and my mindset and writing my name as Nicole Johnson, homeowner. When I sat in day one of law school, I was writing Nicole Johnson, attorney at law, Nicole Johnson, JD. That's what I did. I was seeing myself at the end of my journey, even though I was at the start of my journey. So when I shifted my mindset to accomplish the goal, I had to see it before I got to it. And I want to encourage you on this Money Mindset Monday to ensure that your journey to financial freedom, whatever that looks like for you, is not to be compared with anybody else's. You don't need to compare how much money you save to somebody else, because you don't know if somebody gave them that money. You don't know if they found that money. While you over here trying to put together that same amount, and your bills are more than what you can handle right now. So really you're not in a position to save as much. Don't compare your journey to theirs. You'll set yourself up for failure every time. The only competition you have is you. And when you compete against you, with you, for you, guess what? You're going to always win. You will always win. You are your only competition. And I need you to let that sink in. When she hears this message, I hope she lets that sink in so far and so deep that it's attached to an artery, attached to a blood vessel. Because your mindset is the controlling factor for everything else that you do. Baby, I don't play about that mindset. I do not play when it comes to talking to you about your mindset. Listen, let me just recap. I am the Nicole Johnson, founder of Wealthy Women Lifestyle. I teach women to define and achieve their goal of financial freedom so that they can live life on their own terms, your own terms. That means travel when you want to, stay home when you want to, right? Buy what you want to within reason. Okay, let's be clear. But understanding that your money has to have a job, it has to have a definition, it has to have you to control it. Somebody asked me on a podcast not too long ago, why are we still talking about money like this? Because it's needed. because it's needed. And as long as it's needed, I'm going to talk about it. As long as it's needed, I'm going to talk about it. So listen, I want to invite you to ensure that you are following us on YouTube. Make sure you are have subscribed to the YouTube channel so that you can get the notifications as to when we go live, when we have our pop-ups, we drop some shorts, but also you can go back. The videos stay out there. They are out there for you to come back and get your knowledge. Come back and get your knowledge. And so I'm going to take this moment to invite you to our upcoming event on this Saturday, July 20th. Yes, July 20th. July 20th. I want you to join us for the Vision Reboot with Wealthy Women Lifestyle. In January, you probably set some really big goals, okay? And then life happened and you may be off track, or you may be on track and just really not sure on how to crush these goals for the rest of the year. Join us this Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time by using the link below. It's visionreboot.wealthywomenlifestyle.com. Go on over there, get registered, and join us this Saturday so we can revitalize how you reach your goals, right? So I firmly believe that you must have a strategic roadmap that outlines what your goals are. So this is my personal vision board that I created, and it's portable. It was right here on my table, but when I go to the office, I take it with me so that it is a reminder of what it is I'm trying to accomplish in my life. It is broken down into 5 components, okay? Faith, health, business, travel, and finances. Ooh, how could I forget that one? And my finances. And so what I do is, you can see I am the center of my board. I open it up, it's more pictures of me. I am the center of my board. All right. But inside on each section is a destination, and then the roadmap leading to the beginning of the journey with the individual steps to get me from start to finish. So I want to encourage you. Now, I know there's some men watching, because there's men in our community starting today. It's been a whole influx of them, and I'm glad to have them. I was told that it shouldn't necessarily be called a vision board for men. You know, for men, it might need to be the playbook, right? It might need to be the playbook. So just call it. You know, imagine that says playbook. But I want you guys to attend as well, and even turn this into a family process where you actually sit down together and plan out what we're going to do for the rest of the year. You know, okay, some of you have children going off to college. Okay, let's plan out. Okay, so this year, this first semester, we're gonna have these classes, and guess what? We're gonna have this many credits at the end of the semester. But when you come home for Christmas break, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Whether it is spend family time, create our vision board for next year, participate in the Wealthy Women Lifestyle Retreat, which will be held in Dallas, Texas, and more information will be coming out about that. But whatever it is you are going to plan, you got to have a roadmap. You don't get on the highway driving from state to state, city to city without a roadmap. You should not be going through life like that as well. You should not be going through life like that as well. So I wanted to definitely make sure that we talked about the mindset of how you see yourself, and how you need not compare yourself to anybody else's journey. Okay. Your journey is yours alone. And I don't care if you 2 people started day 1 together. I'll give you a perfect example. I am a certified vision board instructor. Okay, so I am qualified and able to teach other people how to create vision boards and create their own business. There is another level into the process, which is a master certified vision board instructor. And so I am actually in the process of completing that. I'm on lesson 2. It's only 4. It's only 4. But listen to this. I started with another young lady. Day 1, me and her, same level, she finished. The instructor posted congratulations. I was like, "Ooh, bless her heart. She finished." I don't feel any kind of way but happy for her that she's finished because I know what happens over here for me. So my time frame to complete the course has not yet reached its deadline. Okay, so I still got some more time, but I understand how life is for me, and I don't know what her circumstances are that she was able to power through it. I don't know, but it is not my concern because my journey is my journey. Okay, so don't I want, if you don't get anything else out of tonight's broadcast, understand that your journey is your journey, and that's it. You are in a community with others for encouragement, support, motivation, accountability, uh, checks and balances, different ideas, different approaches. But not one time did you hear me say for competition, because that is not what it's about. We're not here to compete. We are here to be a community of support, to encourage you to rejuvenate yourself when you say, I quit. No, no, no. See, what we not finna do is that. We're gonna talk about how to step back, but we don't give up. Okay. We're not here to compete. There's no competition. Right? A young lady came to me years ago and asked if I would mentor her and help her build her business. Guess what she does? Same thing I do. And guess what I did? I sure did. She out there doing the darn thing too. Because it's a billion plus people in the world and I can't service them all. But if I can influence and have an impact on someone who is also going to have an impact on our community, how could I not be part of her foundation and ensure that she is giving the right information and that she is a strong Black business woman out here pushing this information to the world? I can't do it all. I'm not even going to try. But I will help those who want to help themselves and our community. Okay. So that is, I hope that that resonates with you to the point that you no longer feel that you have to compare your journey to anybody else's, because you don't. He didn't create us that way. So extend some grace to you. Probably if we extended the same level of grace to ourselves that we extended to everybody else, baby, ooh, what a wonderful world this would be. Okay. Okay, what a wonderful world this would be. Stop being so hard on yourself. All right, so let's talk about money. Right, this is about money. Okay, I want to encourage you to make sure that you have a methodology in place. Okay, so one of the things that we talk about, and I'm just going to get into the examination part of my process. Okay, I really want to get into that part because that is the hardest part. So when somebody asks me, why are we still talking about money at this level, and to this degree, instead of what somebody else might call advanced level, it's because too many times we are functioning so well in our dysfunction that we don't realize that we have a problem. Okay. If you understand psychology, they say in order to fix your problem, you have to first admit that you have one. Right? You have to first admit that you have one. And so during my examination process, I really like to dig into what is it that you observed growing up? What did you observe? And no, I'm not a therapist, but it can be very therapeutic. Okay. I am considered Dr. Johnson, don't get it twisted, but I'm not a therapist, but the process can be therapeutic. Okay. And it looks different for everybody. It looks different for everybody. And what we're going to do on Thursday, I'll tell y'all later. I'll tell y'all later. I'll tell you later. For those of you who are watching, and if you're catching this on the replay, always be sure to type the hashtag replay. Does this resonate with you? Does it? Tell me what you think at this moment about your mindset when it comes to money. And for those of you who are just chiming in, I am the Nicole Johnson, founder of Wealthy Women Lifestyle, where I teach women to define and achieve their goal of financial freedom so that they can begin to live life on their own terms. And so I love to hear from you guys about what exactly, if you had to define, use just 2 or 3 words, or one short sentence to define your money mindset, what would you say? What would you say? I'll give you guys a few moments and I'll tell you what it was when I first and I didn't call it money mindset. It wasn't actually that process. Looking back, I realized that's what it was. But when it came to money, money came in, money went out. Money came in, money went out, right? And that's just I made sure the bills were paid, and that was it. It was no logic to, or there was no strategy. Let me say it that way. I didn't have strategy. Um, and that was because I did not grow up in a household where I was taught about money. Okay. I did not grow up in a household where I was taught about money. What I saw was a misuse of money. Okay. I saw a misuse of money because my mother was a stay at home mom when we lived in the project. Make that make sense? My stepfather drove a Park Avenue. We living in the projects. My mama don't work. Make that part make sense? So um, it wasn't a household where someone taught me how to save, how to utilize a savings account, how to utilize the bank to build money. Nobody showed me that. Okay. So all I knew was money come in, money go out. Make sure the bills paid on time. That's it. Didn't know about saving my for a nest egg. Didn't understand when that 401k plan was offered at the employer, my first real job with benefits and all of those things, that I should be utilizing that matching program. I should try to understand how those stocks and bonds and how I diversify a portfolio. Nobody explained that to me. Nobody explained, okay, well, I'm leaving this company, but if the option is available, let that money continue to grow or roll it over into an IRA. Nobody told me that. So I can tell you money went woo child. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So my trauma, how many of you realize you have financial trauma to a degree? We all do. We've all experienced it to a degree. Okay. Some a little bit deeper than others. Some a little bit deeper than others. All right. But what we have to do is find a way to tap into the process of breaking that trauma. And that is exactly what we do over in the Wealthy Women Lifestyle community. Okay. And I know some of you, many of you, it's either you or it's someone you know. It's either you or someone you know, or both, or both. Okay. Could be both. And you need the assistance. You absolutely need the assistance, but you think what you're doing is working until you realize it's just one bad wind, one mishap, and the whole house come tumbling down. Just okay. And some of us are 1 or 2 paychecks from having a financial disaster, a financial crisis. All right. And so over in the community group, they receive tips, they receive direction, they receive instruction, their courses, their downloads, all sorts of things. Okay. We will be coming together on this Saturday for our vision board reboot. To tap in from what we did in January to get on track so that we can close out the year strong. And I invite you to copy that link. Uh, Go on over to visionreboot.wealthywomenlifestyle.com and get yourself set up for success. Okay. Get yourself set up for success. Okay. Um, when we look at our mindset, you have to actively work at changing your mindset. And sometimes there are different ways to do that. One of the things I am very adamant about are affirmations. Okay. Affirmations and gratitude. All right. So over on my table over there, there is a gratitude jar. I have little index cards and a pen next to it. And I want to make sure that I put a card in there every day. Okay, put a card in there every day. And sometimes I can do 2 or 3 cards, depending on what I'm thinking about. My pastor does an online series, and if it's going to be 5 days and a different topic each day, then what I'll do is get a 4x6 index card so that I can write each topic on that card and put it inside the gratitude jar, because there, every day we breathe and it's something to be grateful for. And sometimes when life starts life and things don't look right, things don't feel right, guess what we do? We sink into depression, we isolate ourselves, we don't talk to anybody, or when we decide to talk to somebody, nobody's around. They're asleep. It's the wee hours of the morning or the middle of the night, whenever you want to call it. But if I grab my gratitude jar, I can look at the times when I was feeling encouraged, feeling motivated, when I was feeling things that I was focused on, what I was grateful for. And what that will do is help me focus more on the positive aspects of life, even though the things around me don't feel good. They don't even look good. But here's what I want you to tell yourself: I am not defined by my circumstances. The things that are happening around me and to me do not define who I am. I also want you to remember, where you start is not where you're going to finish. Where you start does not determine where you finish. We are so used to being beat up by our own, whether it's family, friends, community, people that look like you, that it's hard to fathom someone who looks like you is giving you more motivation than people that say they know and love you. But it's what's happening in the Wealthy Women Lifestyle community. And I'm excited about the things that occur over there because I didn't have it when I needed it. I didn't have it when I needed it. Okay. So mindset is critical. It is a critical factor for you, for all of us, right? I tell people all the time, when I got to do a podcast, I get nervous. When I got to hit the stage, I get nervous. I'm working on our retreat for January. I'm nervous, right? I'm nervous. But I have learned that I control that energy. Nerves are nothing but energy. And I have conditioned myself to use that energy to keep me on point. And when I look at it and approach it from that manner, ooh, child, seamless, flawless. Listen, now it ain't without error. Trust me on that. But it makes all the difference in the world. Let me tell you something. I'm going to share some pictures on my Facebook page in just a few minutes. I have been on a weight loss journey for the past year or so. I've been heavy. If you hear any of my old videos, you've been with me for a while, you hear me say, I've been fluffy. Okay, your girl been fluffy. But coming into 2020, at the height of the pandemic, I had a health scare. I had a health scare. And that health scare forced me to really come to grips with some things that were happening in my life and some changes that needed to be made. Um, However, my body was fighting against me. Okay. And finally, I've relocated to Dallas and I got connected with my care team here. My actual primary care physician is best friends with my primary care physician from back in Birmingham. So the transition, I still have two primary care doctors because my doctor in Birmingham still like, how's she doing? How's she doing? And when I go see my doctor here, she's like, well, Sarah asked about you. I'm like, you know that's a PII violation. She said, whatever. Go on, press charges, do what you're gonna do. But I told her you were not compliant because of X, Y, and Z. Or I told her that you are making amazing strides. And so my care team got together. I have a plastic surgeon, I have a cancer surgeon, I have a hematologist, rheumatologist. I have then my primary care doctor. They all got together, right? They all came together and this was the final plan. And the plastic surgeon says, the insurance company is going to want you to get down to 220. This time in 2023, Nicole Johnson was sitting at 284 pounds, the heaviest I had been in my life because my body was working against me. Okay. My body was working against me. All right. So he wrote it up to tell them, y'all need to cover this because X, Y, Z, 1, 2, and 3. 2 weeks later, I received my letter. I had 1 year to have some plastic surgery done. And I did. Was done March of this year. Okay. And here's the thing. The week of surgery, I had gone from steadily declining and losing pounds from 284 to 240. When she told me I was 240, I said, what did you say? Say it again. I said, let me take a picture. That was the Tuesday before surgery. Surgery was March 15th. That Tuesday, I was down to 240 pounds. I was like, oh my gosh. Ooh, wee. You can't tell me nothing. I can't wait. I had a breast reduction. I hit 235 and I teeter-tottered between 230, 235. Then I tried this candy cleanse detox. You can ask me about that in the comments if you want to know more. I've been using it as prescribed, as recommended. And this morning on the scale, I hit 219. I found my waistline, y'all. I found my waistline. But all the doctors in the past told me if I couldn't get to that number on my own, there would never be surgery. I don't care what they say about you. I don't care what people call you. It is what you answer to. And if route number 1 don't work, find route number 2, 3, 5, 50, 1,000. Doesn't matter. We have an infinite number of numbers. That means you have infinite possibilities. You just cannot give up. I found my waistline. I am pre-baby weight. My daughter 29, my son 25. I'm high school weight numbers. All because in my mind, the health scare, the doctors telling me if I don't get to this, I can't. It never stopped me from trying to work on me. And that is the message that I'm sharing with you. You want your finances to be in control and you don't know what to do. So you can't keep doing what you're doing, but you also cannot give up. You cannot give up. You can't just settle for where you are. You have to keep going. You have to only look at your journey. You have to fix your mindset so tough, so strong. This is why your why is important. I tell my community all the time that your why needs to be so strong and personal that nothing and no one will get in the way of you accomplishing the goal. If your goal is to save $5,000 in 6 months, set a strategic plan. And if you don't know how, I beg you to come on over to the Wealthy Women Lifestyle community and let me help you. Let the community help you. Shift your mindset to reach that goal. Because once you reach that goal, I promise you, you're going to start reaching more goals. You think Steve Jobs created one Apple product? What y'all got? Apple 13 and all the earbuds and all this other stuff? You think Bill Gates only created one thing? No. Warren Buffett created one thing? No. We know Oprah got a million things out there. She started in media. How she get into having a school? How she get into weight loss? You accomplish a goal and then you strive for more. You strive to get better. For the young lady who asked me, told me that she feels so lost, my people have been with me for years because I have helped them shift their mindset so that once they reach goal number 1, now we go to goal 2 and 3 and 4. Didn't I tell you we got an indefinite number of numbers? Indefinite. So as long as they live and breathe, they are striving to do better. They went from not saving, not paying bills on time, to saving, bill paying. And now their savings doesn't have just $1 in it. It don't have just $500. They don't have $1,000 in their emergency plan. They walked into the home one day and somebody said, you need to drop $15,000 for us to start getting this roof. She pulled out a card and said, here you go. Because her mindset changed on what she needed to do. When I expressed when you're a homeowner, how much money you got to have in case of emergencies, we worked to that. We built to that. So you cannot compare your journey to anybody else's. The only thing I'm asking you to do is look at yourself as the masterpiece that you are and take the first step for your journey. Yours. Baby, Money Mindset Monday don't be playing about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is somebody somewhere scared to open up the mail. There is somebody that's scared to answer the phone. I'm here in the Wealthy Women Lifestyle community to help you change that. I'm here to help you change that. And why? Because when I needed the most, nobody was there for me. I had to figure it out on my own. And everybody doesn't have that skill set. We all got a different skill set. And if your skill set is not that, it's okay. You tap into somebody else. You hold the hem of somebody else's garment until you get what you need. I hope you felt that because I felt it when I said it. And I feel it because I mean it. And I want to see you come and grow with us. I want to see you come and grow with us. So listen, Again, I am the Nicole Johnson, founder of Wealthy Women Lifestyle, where I teach women to define and achieve their goal of financial freedom so that they can begin to live life on their own terms. And it's going to be different for everybody. Some of you have young children, some of you have no children, some of you are caretakers, some of you out here footloose and fancy free, some of you have a husband, some of you got a wife, whatever. You're doing all the things, but somebody's doing something different. Cynthia came to me near retirement, had not saved for real in her lifetime. Her journey turned into her retiring debt free. Debt free. I don't play about what I teach my community. I don't play about what I help my community do. I don't play about you seeing results. So understand that your journey is yours and yours alone. And what we're going to do is ensure that you reach that goal. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Determine what you want to be called. You want to be called debt free? Answer to when I say, hey, debt free people. Hey, whoop, whoop. Hey, wealthy women lifestyle. Hey, whoop, whoop. Here I go. Understand what you're going to be answering to. That's what you should take away from this. I want you to understand what you're going to be answering to. All right. So listen, I hope that was good for you. Okay. I hope that was good for you. And I hope that you have made your way over to our Facebook community. I also want to go on and invite you to our vision board reboot session this Saturday at 9 a.m. Okay. At 9 a.m. I want you to, um, I want you to look at your goals from the first of the year, see where you are, and then I want you to see where you need to get to through the end of the year. Do you know how? If you don't, that's fine. We're going to talk about it in the reboot session this Saturday. Okay? If you need to know how to create that roadmap, we're going to talk about that in the Wealthy Women Lifestyle on Saturday. All right? So I invite you to ask any questions. I invite you to leave any comments. Okay. I invite you to join the community and get the help you need. I invite you to invite a friend. All right. So I want you to do this. I also want you to go ahead. So I'm going to give you a rundown. I wanted to make sure the calendar was open. All right. So on Saturday, July 20th, we'll be hosting the Vision Board Reboot. Okay. For the gentlemen, if it's better for you to hear it as the playbook, okay, call it a playbook. Because I'm going to show you how we use vision boards over here. And I think for those of you who are interested in actually doing one, you'll feel better about the way it looks. Because I don't do the big bulky cork boards and poster boards and stuff like that, because those end up in the closet. I show you how to create this. This is something you can do for yourself, something you can do for your kid with your kids. I'm a vision board master. Okay. I'm a vision board master. All right. And then in August, our first August event is going to be Saturday, August 10th, and also at 9 a.m. And that is the Scholarship Readiness Masterclass. That is the Scholarship Readiness Masterclass. The book is right here. The Ultimate Scholarship Book. Okay, as you can see, this is the 2023 version. The 2025 version releases tomorrow. So you'll see more information over in the community about it. It releases tomorrow for shipment off of Amazon. All right. And that masterclass is designed for parents of 9th through 12th graders. Yes, you can start applying for scholarships for 9th through 12th graders. A lot of those scholarships pay directly to the students so they can use it for a multitude of things even before they get to college. All right. And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how to you best utilize that book. Okay. And that is going to be on Saturday, August 10th. Inside of the community, you will get information about that. All right. So I invite you to join the community. But here's the thing, that book isn't just for high schoolers, it is for students who are already in college, it is students who are in graduate school, it is not limited to people of a certain age. So, seasoned adults, you all can use it too. I did. Okay. Hey, Tony, what's up? The eye of the storm. What's going on, sir? Long time no see. All right. So it is definitely a time of growth, and I want you to grow with Wealthy Women Lifestyle. The reason for the revamp of the brand, let me just give you this real quick. The reason for the revamp of the brand was because I wanted a better, I wanted to go outside of a component. The gym, for girl, your money matters because it does, boo. That's the gym. We go work out over there. We go get our forms. We go get our tools. But I wanted more of a holistic brand that represented where we are going. And we are all a part of a wealthy women lifestyle. Okay. And so for the gentlemen that are in the space and in the place, you guys are supported by a woman, or you support a woman, or you are raising a woman. Okay. So you need this too. You need this too. All right. Listen, I love spending time with you guys, but I got some more work for you guys. I got some more work to do over in the Wealthy Women Lifestyle community. And I'm so excited. Our group membership doubled in 24 hours. Yes! It doubled in 24 hours. Okay. It doubled and it's still growing, which tells me what I didn't do, what I had not done was just notify my entire community that this group was available. The algorithm has been shaking things up. So I pushed the button and baby, I was like, oh, they do. They need this information. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. So we have all sorts of resources for you over in the community. And I can't wait to start interacting with you. I can't wait to start seeing the results of the hard work that you put in. So if you have any questions, as always, comment on the YouTube channel, in the Facebook group, on my Facebook page. I promise I will get back to you. But I'm gonna share because somebody did ask me about the candy cleanse, and baby, when I tell you, one of the other young ladies who's using it is in a week's time down 7 pounds. Baby, what we not finna do is play with this thing. My goal has changed since I've reached the 220 that they wanted me to hit. Praise the Lord. Yeah, I hit it. It's there. I've surpassed it. 195 is my next goal. I'm gonna get the rest of me little like this little frame that I'm on. Okay, this frame I'm on is little, y'all. It's little. So we're about to match the body with the frame. So I am super excited to see how Wealthy Women Lifestyle will continue to grow with your participation and start seeing your results. We're going to start our new savings challenge. We're going into our 21-day financial fast with Michelle Singletary's book. We have our Vision Board Reboot this Saturday. We have our masterclass on scholarship readiness for students next month. And I got a couple of challenges coming up over the next couple of weeks because I want to make sure you guys understand what's available for you. I want you to understand the help that's out here. You do not have to continue to suffer in silence and struggle alone. You do not have to continue to suffer in silence or struggle alone. So make sure that you are subscribed to the Wealthy Women Lifestyle YouTube channel, so you'll get notifications when we drop any type of material on the channel. I want to thank you for joining us on the Brownstone Worldwide Cityscape Radio and Wealthy Women Lifestyle channel. I appreciate you guys so much, but just know this. You don't remember anything else. You are a masterpiece. And anytime you walk past the mirror, I want you to do this. Look at yourself and say, I am a masterpiece. When you go to take that selfie, for whatever reason you're taking it, I'm a masterpiece, girl. You a masterpiece, girl. Click, click. And anytime you need, when that boss is hollering at you because they crazy, I'm a masterpiece. I'm a masterpiece. I can't stoop to that level. I'm a masterpiece. When things don't feel good, hey Paul, when things don't feel good, when things don't look good, well, thank you. Remind yourself, your masterpiece, because you are. Masterpiece is not perfect. It's not without cracks, defects, none of it. But it's still a masterpiece. And for you gentlemen out there, listen, you all are masterpieces too. I'm here to help you be motivated, encouraged, and supported on your journey as well. Here's what I know, and I'm going to close out with this. Men are expected to be the leaders, the forefront. They're expected to carry all the weight, but guess what? They need motivation and support too. So you can be a part of the wealthy women lifestyle for the brother's sake, right? For the male version. I got you. I got you. Come on over in our community and partake of all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom, okay? Because you guys need to be supported too. As a black woman, right? My journey is specifically mine. As a man, as a black man, your journey is specifically yours. And you all, men, need support just like we do. Just like we do. So I really want you guys, because I value your input, I value your perspective. I want you to come over there and feel it. I want you to come into our community and feel it. Let me say this, since I'm telling you guys to save accordingly. On in January, we are putting together our vision and empowerment retreat, which will be held Thursday, January 16th through Monday, January 20th. Okay. We got quite a few activities on the board for women, but we also have the vision board party and panel discussion that are men focused as well. And we want you guys to participate. Thank you. We want you guys to participate. So I'll be making sure that as part of the community, you are getting all that you need so that you can be a part of the empowerment retreat. Listen, I love you guys. I love you guys. And I want you to remember your masterpiece. Always remember that. And it is not what you called, it is what you answer to. All right. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. I'll see you inside the community. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I'll see you guys next time.